This is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are having a very blessed evening. Before I start this video, I just want to apologize profusely to you guys for the train wreck of a live video that I had last night. I hope not many people saw it. To tell you the truth, it was a disgrace. I let a bunch, I was not expecting so many troll comments. Was not expecting that, you guys, and I let it get to me. I did, and I'm sorry. Truly, I'm very sorry, because I was so excited to celebrate 12 years in this community with you guys last night, and it just seemed like everything went wrong that could have gone wrong. Everything went wrong. So this video is going to be like a little redo for you guys. I'd rather do a regular video than a live anyways. But I know I put on a community post that I had one more Christmas themed video in store for you guys, but I did receive a package today, but I thought it was my Secret Santa package because I have not received a Secret Santa package. I know the creator of the Secret Santa told me that the package was sent on December 17th, but I have no idea where it's coming from. It could be halfway across the world, for all I know. And I told you guys before, I'm more of a giver than a receiver to begin with. I had a wonderful Christmas, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But anyways, what I got in the package was something that I completely forgot about. A friend of mine from high school had posted on her Facebook that she had received 2 pounds of black licorice. She said it was the wrong thing, and that if anybody wanted it, she would ship it out. So I was like, yes, I'll take it, because I am a big fan of black licorice, you guys. And look how big this bag is. That is a lot of black licorice. So we are going to be trying this licorice together. And this is also going to be my work gossip video for the month of December. And also, oh yes, there's more. We're going to be drinking a glass of wine. Don't worry, I'm not going to drink the whole bottle. Even though I feel like I could drink a whole bottle of wine right now. Okay, so cheers to 12 years in this awesome ASMR community. Oh man, I love Moscato, you guys. This is my favorite. Okay, let's try a piece of licorice before we start with the work also. This looks like it came from that soccer pit, to be honest. Let's try one of the skulls. I love black licorice, you guys. actually funny to me now because when I came in the house, the box said Hawaii, from Hawaii. I was like, no wonder I hadn't got my Secret Santa package yet. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I've been stressing about it. And kind of jealous because I've been seeing everybody else get their Secret Santa packages. But it's okay. Okay. So let's get started on the work gossip. For the subscribers that don't know, I started working at Goodwill in June. So how long is that? July, August, September, October, November, December. Almost 6 months. Actually, it might be 6 months. That's crazy to me. And a lot has gone on. And I told you guys in my last work gossip video that I'd give you a little recap, but that's in the past, so we're going to talk about what happened this month. And I've written it all down so I wouldn't forget anything. The first thing that I have on this list is my fight with Karen. Yeah. Me and Karen had some words one day because I don't think she means to do it, but she is very rude. And we've gotten a lot of complaints from customers and coworkers about how rude she is. I don't know if she means to do it, but one day, and I forget what happened, you guys, but she started yelling at me. I think I told her to tell a manager that she was going on break. I told her, I said, please tell a manager first. I think it was just me and her, and I don't know what happened, but my boss was up there, and Karen started yelling at me, saying I was not going to keep her from her break, that she needed a cigarette, and I wasn't going to stop her. But I have no idea what that was. And then she went to go clock out, and my boss came up to the front to help me while she was on break. And I think I was telling a customer, I said, she'll get you over there on that register. And Karen was walking by, and she thought I meant her. Like, she said, I told you I was clocking out for my break. I said, excuse me, I'm talking to my customer, not you. And my boss saw the whole thing, and she did not I was very pissed, you guys. She did not reprimand her. She did not talk to her about her attitude, nothing. So I was pissed that day. You guys did, well, for the people that saw my live from last night, you know how I can get when I get really mad. But yeah, that was a rough day. You know, I usually keep my mouth shut. You know, if somebody's being rude to me, I usually just keep my mouth shut and I go along my merry way. But not that day. I got tired of her bullshit, you guys. guys. I got tired of it. So, yeah, we had a little tiff. I might just finish this whole bottle. I feel like it. But what I've learned about Karen is I have to approach her a certain way because she's very defensive. I don't know what I want to try next. I really like these ones. Not as chewy as the skulls, even though I love the skulls. But yeah, you guys would be proud of me. That was one of the first days I actually stood up for myself. And I told you guys in a past video that I recently got promoted. I am now a sales supervisor. Believe it or not. And there was one night where I was already nervous. I think it was my first night by myself. My first night without any training by myself. And I was driving home. I was like, Kelly, you actually did pretty good today. You got everybody's deposits in the safe. You got the tills counted, and you did a good job today, didn't you, Kelly? And then halfway home, I realized that I forgot to do the end of day. That's where you take all the deposits and you put them in, you add them up, and then whatever the computer says you're supposed to have. It's very important. So I messaged my other sales supervisor, the one that trained me, and I was like, I forgot to do the end of day. And she was like, you need to text our boss and tell her right now. And you guys, I don't know. It's a defense thing with me. I always feel like when I make a mistake that I'm going to get into major trouble. So I was like, after a few minutes, I was like, she's right. I'm going to have to text her and let her know right now. And I texted her. I said, I'm so sorry, but I forgot to do the end of day. And she was very understanding. She said, Kelly, it happens to everybody. You're not going to be perfect. You got to make mistakes so you can learn. She said, I know it feels like the end of the world right now, but I promise you everything's going to be okay. I have it taken care of. But you guys, I was horrified. I felt like that any mistakes that I made as a new supervisor would be the mistake that would get me fired. Because my boss, I hate these little gnat things, sorry. My boss told me even about the keys she gave me. She said, if you lose those keys, you're fired. And she was serious. Like, I'm always checking my keys during my work day. I'm checking those keys, making sure I have those keys. Because she was serious about it. She said, if you lose those keys, you're fired. Yeah. So, yeah. Forgetting that end of day was very horrifying. It felt like a bucket of ice cold water had washed over me. Because I was in such a good mood. And I thought I had done so well and remembered everything. Yeah. That was something pretty important that I forgot. Okay, what are we going to try so good with the wine, too. Another thing that one of my duties as a supervisor is to help them in any station that they need me for that day. And my first day, I had to sort clothes. These big, we call them gaylords. They're these big blue things that are full of clothes that people have donated. And that day, I had to sort and hang clothes. And we were told that is pissing me off. Sorry. We were told that each rack we pushed out had to have 100 clothes on it. And you guys, that first day as a supervisor, I only hung 58 clothes. That's bad, 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 bad. So, that was another thing that I thought would get me fired, was hanging only 58 clothes that first day. I worry too much, you guys. I worry too much. But yeah, 58, only 58. And there is a girl that hangs, Melody. She's the hanger. And she does like 400 clothes a day. So you can imagine 58 clothes, only 58. I'm learning. Today I did 200, so I'll take it. Oh man. So, we got a new kid at work. And what's funny is his name is Nathan. And the other day I was pushing a Z-rack out. And it was one of the poles that wouldn't steer too well. Doesn't steer well. I hate that damn thing. And as I was pushing it out the door to go onto the floor, it fell over. So you can imagine 50 pounds of clothes coming towards me. I was actually scared. I was like, please God, don't let these, please just don't let I don't care about me. Just don't let these clothes fall off the hanger, please. But Nathan, I was like a damsel in distress. He ran over and grabbed the rack just as it was coming down. I was like, dude, thank you so much. You saved my life. He's the one that calls me boss lady that I told you guys about. I hate that. I hate being called boss lady. But yeah, he saved my life that day. I could have gotten seriously hurt if it hadn't been for him. Oh, and then we have like a little building in the back. We call it the pod. And I am going to kill this gnat. Did I kill it? Sorry. It's this huge outbuilding. And I wasn't taught how to open it or close it for that matter. And I hate that thing, you guys. It's huge. The doors are taller than me. And I had to learn by myself how to open that door and close it. But yeah, we call it the pod. That's where we keep all the clothes that we're not using. As I'm going along, I'm remembering more stories. One day, me and the other sales supervisor, the one that was training me, we were counting the safe and I saw a spider. And you guys, you would have to be there because I hate spiders. I'm deathly afraid of spiders. And as we were counting, I saw the spider. And we were in those rolling chairs, those rolling office chairs. And I freaked out. I screamed. And I went back like this in my chair. And the sales supervisor, we laugh about it now. She picked her legs up because we've got a little mouse friend. Yeah. That's another story in itself. But she thought it was the mouse, and she picked up her legs and she was like, what? I said, there's a spider. And she was like, a spider will nowhere. There was also another day I so enjoyed being trained by her. We'll call her Trish, right? Because no matter what kind of day we're having, we always get cracked up together over something. And I had a pretty hard time with the safe. We got one. We don't have one of those digital safes. We have the old. Oh, I'm so sorry. That was not attractive. I'm sorry. We have one of those old, rotary locks. And you guys, I'm a person, I never had a lock on my locker in high school. I always carried around everything in my backpack, so. Because I always had such a hard time with those locks. So one day I was like, Trish, let me watch you open this safe so I'll know how to do it. And she couldn't do it. You guys, she said, you're making me nervous. And I know I had a hard time when I first was trained as supervisor, but you're making me nervous. And she tried about 5 times to get that safe open, and it would not budge. And the more times that she tried, the funnier it became. And by the end of it, we were laughing so hard we were crying. It was the best. Oh man, that was funny. Halloween, you guys. I had the best time on Halloween. I dressed up as a butterfly because our boss told us that we could dress up if we wanted. I've never seen one of these before. It had been so long since I dressed up for Halloween. But we had gotten a picture with me, my other supervisor, and my assistant manager. And I sent the picture to Robert, and I said, the future leaders of Goodwill. And that was before I got the job as supervisor. I literally spoke it into existence. I love when shit happens like that. I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I'm getting a little tipsy. I don't care, I deserve this. I'll tell you what happened today at the end of this video. But yeah, Halloween was a blast. Absolute blast. And then we had a big Thanksgiving dinner where we had a mandatory meeting for the month of November. And we had a big Thanksgiving dinner, and we all went around the table and we talked about what we were grateful for, and a lot of people said this job. And I think I said, I am grateful that a year ago today, I had the balls to leave my ex and start my life over. And they all started clapping, you guys. They all started clapping for me. That was a great night. That was a really great night. And we had so much food, you guys. We have another mandatory meeting coming up on January 5th, in which we are going to have our Christmas dinner. See, my boss went to the Smokies for Christmas, and so we all voted. We were like, we don't want to have our Christmas dinner without, I will kill you, you fucker. Sorry. We don't want to have Christmas dinner without you. We told our boss. We all voted. So January 5th is when we're going to have our Christmas dinner. But I'm so sorry. Alcohol always does this to me. But really looking forward to that because your girl loves to eat, you guys. You guys know that. Oh, okay. So we've gained a few new people. Nathan, Kathy, and Lisa, we'll call them. And you guys, Kathy is better at rounding up than I was. I think the highest I ever got was 43%, and she is at 54.10%. Like, my boss told me today, she said, thank you for teaching them so well when it comes to rounding up. So, of course, rounding up is my baby. But yeah, she is really good. I told her, I said, all you have to do is smile and make the customer feel like it's the best money they will spend all day long. So, and then she hurt her leg recently, poor thing. She was at, oh, I will fucking, you fucker. See, it's addicted to my LED light. So, it's trying to go hang out at my LED light. I will kill you, I'm sorry. But, what was that? But yeah, I was shocked. Like, how easily she came into work today, even though she hurt her leg. It reminded me so much of myself, it's not even funny. Because even though I had MRSA, I was still working too. Like, I love people like that love to work hard. I love that. Oh, and we're going to talk about our little mouse friend. My assistant manager is terrified of mice, you guys. Terrified. And going to get another one of these. There was one day where me and my assistant manager had opened together. And we clocked in, and I watched as she walked into the break room. Next thing I heard was this blood curdling scream. I thought somebody had died. But no, you guys, she had saw that mouse and got scared. You do not want to see my assistant manager scream over a mouse, you guys, because I almost had a heart attack. I'm not gonna lie, like that scream. You would have thought her mother or her child died. That's how it was. Like, I never heard a scream like that. But yeah, we have a little bit of a tiny mouse infestation. Unfortunately, a few customers have seen them as well. One mouse even hid in an Afghan, and a customer was in the middle of buying this Afghan, and a mouse jumped out. I don't know what this is going to taste like, but oh, that's the best one yet. But yeah, you never want to hear my assistant manager scream over a mouse, you guys. Unless you want to piss yourself. And then yesterday, I was at church, and let me tell you guys, there is this man at church that I'd just been curious about for months, and I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing. When I first went to this church, this new church that I've been going to, I went to the altar. And when I turned around to go back to the pew, I saw him for the first time. And he smiled at me, but, nothing was said, anything like that. But for some reason, I just notice him every Sunday. He is there every Sunday, rain, sleet, tornadoes, doesn't matter. He is always there every Sunday, and he is one of the only ones that isn't afraid to stand up and praise God and raise his hands and shout hallelujah. And I'm like, I am just going to fucking kill you, you gnat. Sorry. I'm sorry for the language, but this guy is just I'm going to kill you. You're going to die. You are going to die today. Sorry. But I've just been really curious about him, not like in a romantic way or anything like that, but in a way that I'm like, what is his story? There's a story there, and I know it. I know there's a story. So, yesterday I went to church, and it was raining cats and dogs yesterday, you guys. Yeah, even the woman that usually greets all the churchgoers, she said we might not have that big of a turnout today because it was like a hurricane outside. And I sat closer to the front. I was like, well, if I see him, it's alright. If I don't, it's okay, And I had gone to greet one of my good friends. I'd known her since I was a little girl. When I turned around, there he was. And your girl is a pussy, you guys. Let me just say that. I went back to my seat. I was sitting like 3 rows back from him. And the worship pastor had come to shake my hand, and I realized a lot of people had gone up to him and shook his hand and said, "How you doing, buddy?" and things like that. And I was like, I said, I know this is weird of me to ask. Instead of just going up to the guy and saying, "Hi, I just want to introduce myself." I asked him, I said, "I've noticed that this guy is here every Sunday, every Wednesday, rain, sleet, or shine." I said, "I'm just wondering what his name is." He said, "Oh yeah, his name is David." I was like, "David, that's a really nice name." And then, so I'm in the middle of praise and worship. I learned the name of this secret man that I've been so curious about. And my phone starts vibrating in my purse, and I hear it. And it's my assistant manager. She says, "Kelly, everybody called out today except for 2 people. Myself and a cashier." She said, "I really hate to call you on your only day off, but please, please come in." So I said, "I will be there in 15 minutes. And it was kind of sad because that was the day that I decided I was going to introduce myself to this David. Sorry. But, okay, so I went to work. I said, "I'll be there in 15 minutes. And she was so appreciative. My assistant manager was not feeling good yesterday. She was throwing up all day long. And my friend Angie came in, the one that got me the job. And I don't know what made me ask her, but I was like, "Do you know David?" And then I said his last name. She said, "Oh yeah, I know David. He's a great guy." She was like, "I went to after prom with him years ago." And she was like, "Hold on, let me pull up his Facebook so I know that's the same guy." And she showed me a picture, and I was like, "Yep, that's him." She was like, "Yeah, he has a past of drugs, and apparently he found Jesus, and now he's like she called it a Bible thumper." It's okay. Not everybody's Christians, but I'd never seen him smile before, and she showed me a picture where he smiled, and I was like, "Oh, good smile." You can tell a lot from a person from their smile. But I messaged him. I even added him on Facebook because we had, I think it was 5 mutual friends. We went to the same high school. So I was like, it's not weird for me to add him on Facebook. And then I messaged him last night and I introduced myself because, you guys, it is so freaking hard to find Christian friends nowadays. I'm not gonna lie, I stalked his Facebook a little bit. Just a little bit. I'm gonna have another one of these because they're delicious. But, well, I got called into work on my only day off. And she was like, "I don't know if the CEO is going to agree with you getting overtime, but I'm going to check with the manager and see if you can get it." And I found out today that I did. So I got 6 hours of overtime. I could really use that right now, you guys, especially with my trip coming up. But yeah, it was crazy yesterday. And I just did what she told me to. I was like, whatever you need done, just tell me. And today was the first time that my boss has been back from her trip. I really missed her, and she was like, I missed work. I missed it. After a few days, I started missing it. I was like, I totally get that. I totally get. But the interesting thing that happened today was Kathy called me to the front, because I'm the new supervisor, so I do all the returns and things like that. She hands me about $50 in fives, what I thought were fives. As soon as I touched those fives, you guys, I knew they were fake. Yeah. A customer was trying to buy things with fake fives. And let me just tell you, that's the first time that's happened to me, with a customer trying to pay with fake money. But as soon as I touched those fives, I knew they were fake. But I told Kathy, I was like, good job. I said, good job in noticing that those fives were fake. But I just love my job, you guys. I love it so much. And I've caught on so quick to being a supervisor. It's like I've done it all my life. It's like I've done it all my life. I love it. I love everybody. I love what I do. I love constructive criticism. I asked my assistant manager today, I said, how do you hang so well? I said, please tell me your secret, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Please tell me your secret. And we all treat each other like family. It's just, I'm so grateful. You guys, I'm so grateful that after years of searching for a job that I actually really enjoyed, I finally found the job that I love. So I think that's pretty much everything. I think I told you guys the story of me and Angie going to Walmart to get change, and I ran into Nathan, the other Nathan, the fake Nathan. His name isn't Nathan, it's Nick, by the way. It's Nick. Yeah, I ran into Nick. And I'm getting over that, you guys. Finally. I think it's because I've realized that I need to surround myself with people that have the same faith as I do. I think that's why I've always been so curious about David, is because he puts God forefront, top burner. He loves the Lord. And that's the kind of people I want to surround myself with. So, every now and then when I go to Walmart, I run into Nick, and we're cordial. We say hi, how you doing, and things like that. But it's definitely not the same as it was when he was working at Goodwill. But that's okay. That is okay. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I've got a little tipsy. But I'm probably going to watch a movie before I go to bed. I don't have to go work until 11 tomorrow, so I feel like relaxing and watching a good movie. The night before last, I watched Just Like Heaven with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo. I love that movie. And last night I watched What a Girl Wants with Amanda Bynes. I'm all about the comfort movies, you guys. But anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And sorry about the gnat. And I love you guys. And I will be talking to you soon. Alright, love you guys. Bye bye.